Hey there, this is Matt with State of Flux, continuing my look back at the works of Studio Ghibli to watch The Secret World of Arrietty. This is an interesting film. It was one that came out, I wanted to see it when it did come out, because it even came to one of my local theaters. It seemed to make a decent amount of money, but it didn't really make any kind of cultural splash. It's an unusual film that, because nobody seemed to be talking about it, the reviews were largely positive. I just assumed it might be a little more mid, and having come off of Ponyo, which I liked but didn't love, as well as Tales from Earthsea, which I did not like at all, I was reluctant to see it. So I never saw this film in its theatrical window. In fact, I didn't see it until a couple of nights ago. For this very kind of retrospective series. And I have no idea why this movie isn't more popular. This is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli films. I adored this film from the very opening frame. This is Hayao Miyazaki's reworking, or tinkering if you will, with The Borrowers. He took that story and kind of modified it to his own purposes, and delivers a film that is light, perfect children's fare. I watched it with both of my kids, and they were invested in full. It is such a sweet movie, a cute movie, and an inventive movie. Not only is the animation amazing, it's amazing from front to back, especially those backgrounds. Those backgrounds are just jaw-dropping, especially if you touch any of the nature scenes. Breathtakingly beautiful. But the sheer inventiveness that this film does reminds me a lot of another animated film to come out around the same time that people are also sleeping on, which is Disney's Tinkerbell. Those straight-to-DVD films, there's 6 of them in total, are extraordinarily good. All but one of them, I think, are almost as good, if not better, than what Disney was releasing theatrically. And when you consider that some of these films were going up against juggernauts such as like WALL-E and Up and things like that, that's saying something. That I think those Tinkerbell movies are as good as they are, and people are just sleeping on them because Tinkerbell. I feel the same way about this. Maybe it's just that I have a predilection towards like tiny little beings who play with like the big things that are big to them but small to us. I don't know, but there's just something to the innovation that the imagination must use to sell the idea that that is still this small thing being utilized by a creature who thinks that it's a big thing. It's fascinating, and I absolutely love all of the scenes where they have to use their ingenuity. The fact they're using double-sided tape to crawl up walls so they can get sugar for their year, and their sugar for the year is a sugar cube that's this big, massive brick to them. Like, all of that stuff just, that plays with my mind. I love it. And not only that, it gets into the traditional Ghibli kind of trope of taking these fantastical, whimsical ideas and applying them to our real-world terms, in the sense that this movie gets to wax intellectual about life and our purpose in it, and how two people who come from very different worlds might have an impact on each other, and a way to change each other's minds or perspectives on the world around them. The emotional conclusion of the film kind of comes out of left field somewhat, but it's expertly written and delivered so powerfully. The voice work in this is really good, but sort of unusual, having Amy Poehler and Will Arnett play more serious, grounded characters, especially Will Arnett with his sort of rugged voice. As the father, he does a great job, and it's sort of casting against type, but also playing into what they're capable of as actors. I always appreciate that out of the Ghibli animated dubs and stuff. But this is a fantastic film. It fell currently I'm like ranking all my movies and stuff, and it fell just outside of my top 5 in the number 6 spot. And when I'm done with this whole Ghibli retrospective, I will give you my definitive ranked list. But I was shocked at how high this one came and how badly I want to watch it again. It really testament to quality filmmaking and one of the most beautiful scores of any of the Ghibli films, and that is saying something. Ghibli scores are known for how gorgeous they are. This one has like a folky, kind of Celty energy to it that I just adored, and I liked the musical songs that they play over scenes. Everything about it just worked for me. In the present climate that I'm shooting this video in, there's quite a lot of anger and hostility in the world out there, and listening to this serenity that's coming through the music and watching this story unfold, maybe it just hit me at the exact right time, but it was powerful. I love this movie. What did you think of Arrietty? Let me know in the comment area down below. I think for me this is the best adaptation of The Borrowers, even better than the one that like Tom Felton was in back in, was that 99 or something like that. Super great movie. I loved this. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.